Children, in aerobic respiration, what happens to glucose? Let us see. In aerobic respiration, the glucose splits up into carbon dioxide, water and energy in the presence of oxygen. In the presence of oxygen, glucose splits up into carbon dioxide, water and energy. While in anaerobic respiration, glucose splits up into alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. This is called anaerobic respiration. It especially taking place in yeast during fermentation. You all might have learned about fermentation. What is fermentation? Fermentation is a process in which the sugar converts into an alcohol by yeast is called fermentation. So during fermentation, the yeast produces alcohol. This is why we use yeast for making beer, wine and for softening food items such as appam, bread, cake, etc. Okay, so anaerobic respiration taking place in the absence of oxygen. Children, in human beings also anaerobic respiration taking place when vigorous exercise takes place. Vigorous exercise means when they will exercise or runs a lot, or normally you will be able to see cricketers while they will be batting or bouncing, you will be able to see muscle cramps in their body, okay, especially in legs. What is it due to, you know? This is because the muscle cells respire anaerobically. As a result, the glucose partially break down to lactic acid. Okay, so the partial breakdown of glucose as a result of shortage of oxygen can cause lactic acid, and accumulation of lactic acid in the muscle cells can cause muscle cramps. Okay, why shortage of oxygen occurs, you know? Because the muscles continuously work. As a result, the oxygen present in the blood will be taken up by the muscle cells and they will respire quickly to release oxygen for the vigorous exercise of the persons. Okay, so as a result, due to the vigorous exercise, the muscle cells need more of oxygen and there will be shortage of oxygen. As a result, the muscle cells respire anaerobically. That means in the absence of oxygen, partial breakdown of glucose takes place and as a result, lactic acid and energy are released. So, this lactic acid will accumulate in the cells causing muscle cramps. So, what is the remedy for causing these muscle cramps? The remedy for causing muscle cramps is we can pour either warm water over the affected area or we can massage the affected area. As a result, the person will get over from the cramps. How does it happen, you know? Pouring warm water or over the affected area or massaging over the affected area can increase the blood circulation. As a result, more oxygen will be provided to the affected area, so that this oxygen will be utilized for the further breakdown of lactic acid, and as a result the muscle cramps will be left over with them. Okay, this is how anaerobic respiration taking place in sportsmen and persons who are taking vigorous exercise. Children, did you understand what are the different ways in which glucose is breaking down into its components. The different ways in which glucose breaks down into its components are aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, glucose broken down into carbon dioxide, water, and a lot of energy is produced in the presence of oxygen. In anaerobic respiration, as in yeast, glucose broken down into alcohol, a little carbon dioxide, and very little energy. And in humans, partial breakdown of glucose takes place in the absence of oxygen. As a result, lactic acid will be the byproduct of anaerobic respiration in humans.